Hey there, welcome back to Road to Data Engineer. This is technically episode 29. It's been about 6 months since I made my last episode. Just gonna do a quick one tonight, about an hour. Not gonna chat too much here in the beginning. Gonna just kind of get into it, but just kind of real briefly, a couple things. I am now officially in school for computer science. I'm in my second semester. I took classes over the summer, not in the fall semester. A couple other interesting things today. You'll see me use DataSpell, which is a JetBrains IDE, kind of for data analysts. So I started using it at work about 6 months ago. So I don't have it like perfectly set up on my personal machine, but I'm gonna use that, which I never used in the videos before. The other thing is I've kind of decided that I should start actually doing analysis on all the data I scraped. So if we take a look here, I scraped all these XLSXs with Python. Now that I'm looking back on this probably should have been CSVs, but it is what it is, I guess. Might change that later. But I just want to like simplify the project a little bit and actually work on doing some analysis. So this was a couple weeks back, but I actually started writing some R code to do some of the cleaning of the data. So I did a little bit off camera, but nothing like too crazy. So gonna work on that tonight. There's some further, just for anybody who might be curious, R is definitely the language I'm the strongest in. So I'm gonna do some data cleaning. The other thing is just gonna throw on some music, but I've been getting really into using the Pomodoro method at work and for my studies over the last 6 months or so. So we're gonna do that today. Gonna set a timer for an hour and just kind of see what we get done in an hour. So I guess let's get started, huh? Um, gotta make this a little quieter. Okay. Just gonna check OBS. I think everything looks good. Okay, so let's see where I left off. Okay. Um, Probably don't want to actually import all of tidyverse. So go back and change that later once I'm kind of have the data cleaning script like fully done. Okay, let's see. Is my R console actually running? Looks like it was not. Okay, there we go. Cool. Let's move our tools over there. Cool. Might be configuring DataSpell a little bit as I work today to get it closer to my work setup. But anyways, let's see here. Read Excel. Interesting. Maybe. I'm trying to remember if I did this work on my. I think I did this work on my laptop and not my desktop. So let's just install some packages real quick. Packages. Tidyverse. Yeah. Well, I gotta spell install packages correctly. Oh, let's set up my key shortcut to go into the editor. I think it would be tools. Let's see, tools maybe. Navigate, run, tools, here we go. Let's try again. Tool windows, here we go. That's funny. Our console, our tools, terminal, that's all set. Commit, find, run. Let's see. Data spell, move to source window. In data spell, how do I configure my key map to jump to the code / editor window? Focus the editor. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so it should be at escape already. Let's test that. Yeah, okay. So that is the right setting. So we're just going to update that. Well, if I can spell right, focus the editor. So we'll remove that binding and add a new one. Control 1 is what I want. Okay. Yes, I want to remove the other assignments. Apply. Okay, so Control 3, Control 1. Install .packages. Here we go. Tidyverse. Oh yeah. I think there's actually a crayon repository near where I live. I don't know if it really matters that much. Okay, I don't think it matters that much. Nice. I mean, the tidyverse is so goated, to be honest. Okay, so let's see if I can load. Yep. Load data.table. All right, there we go. So let's just check path main. Okay, cool. Path data. We have our weight classes, which I defined in the table. Let's just take a look at that and make sure it's looking fine. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna just drop a comment here. Fix me. Update Python scrapers to produce .csv files, then use fread for faster I/O. Okay. Okay. So let's read in all my files. If I remember right, one of the files got like corrupted, or I changed something or something. I think there's gonna be an issue here. Let's see. Did that work? Oh, no, it didn't run. File sheet 1. Let's just check. Uh, well, I'm not sure why my loop's not working. Let's just see. That's weird. Uh, for file. List. Okay, interesting. Something about my pathing. Let's check my data path. IB row to DE. Oh, LOL. I opened Dataspell in the wrong directory. That's why. Okay. So I need to open it in the subdirectory. Let's see. OneDrive, data projects. Here we go. Yes. Now it should get all the pathing right. Our interpreter fail. Doesn't know where my R is. Okay. Cannot run the console until a path to a valid R interpreter is specified. Okay, let's try again. I don't know why it's not understanding my interpreter, because our console. Um, let's see. This is weird. Getting the following error in Dataspell, but I think I have my error interpreter specified already. Preferences, plugins. Let's see. Plugins. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the R and language is already plugged in. Preferences, languages, and frameworks. Build languages and frameworks. Here we go. R. It's weird. Let's try this. Pretty sure I only have one version of R installed. Let's try again. Maybe R is not on my path. Let's try a couple other things. Write me PowerShell to display my path. Let's see. Looks like that's quite weird. Python is there. So that's why R is not showing up in my path. Yeah, so let's try this. Yep. It's so strange. Because I've literally used R on this machine before. I wonder if my RStudio will still work. Let's try that real quick. Because RStudio should know where R is at. This is not what I was trying to do today, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes, I guess. Let's see. Print hello world. Okay, that's so weird. RStudio seems. Is R supposed? Mm. 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 Interesting. Mm. Let's see. Okay. Mm. Maybe something about my R installation is corrupted. Let's check that. No, that looks fine. Maybe I need to like forget the interpreter and then re-add it. Show all. Let's delete that. Okay. Apply. Now let's add an interpreter. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I don't know. That was weird. But I think we're cooking now. Yes, we are definitely cooking now. All right, so let's try to load in my files again. There we go. Yep. Loop is running. Sure. Um, okay, so we should have our results DT now. So just so you guys can kind of see what I did last time I worked on this. This is what our data frame looks like. Just reading in our raw data from the web scraper. So then we're just like doing a bunch of stuff to clean it. So here we're just like renaming all the columns so they're easier to manipulate with code. So they're weight class, placing, competitor name, just underscores. Then here I'm basically using a case statement to translate all of the Portuguese weight classes into English. I used Google Translate and some stuff on IBJJF's website to get this. And I'm declaring, excuse me, a couple data types. I'm translating masculine and femino. My Portuguese is bad, obviously, to male, female, and adult to adult. This is definitely not right. And then here I'm just cleaning up some of the strings as well. Let me see, can I do to upper string replace? Yeah, because I do weight class first. Okay, so we'll do those real quick. Object ag not found. Oh. Ag. I spelled something. Let's try again. And he's introduced by coercion. I think that's fine. We'll check that in a second. So let's just check our data real quick. We'll take a sample. Cannot take a sample larger than the population. That's not a good sign. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, I definitely fucked something up because I only have 9 records. Let's see, could be in a few places. Let's check the length of my initial data frame. Oh. Maybe I'm not catching all of it. That's weird. Lots of data. Maybe they're not actually on my machine because I'm using OneDrive. That could be possible. Nope, they're all here for sure. Um, hmm. Definitely got to figure out what's going wrong there. Let's see. Let's check my list of data frames. Sure. Let's do number 40. So that's all fine. I don't know. Why? Oh, I'm using the length command, which tells me column length, doesn't it? Getter set length of vectors. Yeah, okay. I need to do in row. That's silly of me. Okay. So our initial data frame has 9,000 rows. So that looks good. That should be fine. Yep. I'm assuming I messed something up here. That's reducing my rows down. Nope, still 9,000 there. Well, that's good at least. No, I don't know. That's weird. Not too sure what happened there. So we should be able to sample now. Let's try it, see if I can sample 10 now. When replace equals false, symbol length size. Oh, this is why. I know why. I'm using the wrong function. I'm used to using sample in Python. It's sample in R, at least for dplyr. Okay. That's funny. Okay, so let's just see age, gender, weight class, year, academy. So that's all looking good. Okay, so I casted weight class in tournament to upper, and then I wanted to check for NAs, because it said NAs were like introduced. So let's just do that real quick. Let's just filter where age is NA. There should be a way to do this more clever than like manually putting in all the columns. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna do a brute force. That's probably fine. We'll just start with age. Okay. Gender. belts, weight class. Placing, competitor name. Okay, interesting. So let's note that down. Some some medium, heavy, and heavy weight can have a null placing. Yeah, that's really interesting. This 2009 too. Interesting. Gotta look at that. Anywho. And year. And I'm assuming tournament is not in A anywhere. Okay, so we're definitely gonna look at what's going on with those NA placings from 2009. So let's just take a look. At yep. Year is 2009. And weight class is in medium, heavy, or heavy. Interesting. Too many tournaments. Too many tournaments. I need to narrow the scope to the right tournament. And I need to spell filter correct as well. Okay, here we go. Campanetto. And then it was medium heavy, heavy, and ultra heavy. Should be able to use the like operator, I think, here actually. And tournament equals. I need to do double equals. So let's see what's going on here. Probably need to arrange actually as well. We'll arrange by weight class and then placing. Okay, let's see here. So that's weird. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 3. Adult. Female. Very strange. Oh, let me arrange by gender as well. Okay. Let's see. Adult, female, medium, heavy. So I'm guessing these records are in A because there was only one person in the weight class. Okay, interesting. How should I deal with those? Let me look at. Mm, Let me just look at the female divisions for this tournament. So let's see here. Just and see if this is like an issue with like just these couple records or what's going on there. Um, um, okay, so here we can see like Diana D'Souza won the absolute, but she was just the only heavyweight in the class. And these are the only NA records. Okay, so I think this pretty much means we can just put these as number one. Because Carolina De Lazar, the medium heavy, would have been the only one in her weight class as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this should be easy to fix then. Let's just write a little note. Um so we'll say okay. In 2009 for the tournament, several female divisions only had one entrance. They were not giving a placing. However, by default, they would have placed first, correcting these NAs. Okay, so we're gonna say DT results where is NA placing and then we'll say placing equals 1. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now there should be no NAs left. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we got rid of those records. We can clean up some of this code here. I wonder what those. Let me actually open those files and see what they were listed at. Campanetto. (2009). Let's see here. Yeah, they were listed as none. Okay, so that's why. Okay, it's all good. No worries. Okay. Okay, so you got that fixed. Now, here I was starting to basically declare the tournaments gi or no gi based on what type of tournament they were. So up at the top, did I tournament like, yeah, I mean if it says no gi in the name, then it's obviously no gi. Or if it's like sem kimono, which is like Portuguese for no gi, I think. Portuguese to English. Yeah, no kimono. So that would be no gi as well. Yep. Trying to think if I need to do anything else there. I guess I could probably actually make this code a touch cleaner. I could do something like type equals case when tournament like no gi then no gi when tournament like sim kimono, then it would also be no gi, and then dot default would be gi. A little bit better, I think. Let's check the results. Type, yep. Let's just sample, actually. Gi, no gi. Let's just check and make sure that our tournaments make sense. So we'll do DT results. Filter to where type equals gi, and then we'll do distinct. Tournament. So this should have been the Brazilian Nationals, Campeonato. I don't know what the fuck that is, to be honest. I think it's Brazilian Nationals, but in Portuguese, low key. European Nogi Championship. Okay, well that doesn't look right. To where oh, I think Okay, here we go. I know what's going on. So type. Some of the Nogi tournaments were listed as Nogi like this, and then some of them were listed with a separator. So let's just double check. Yeah, like Worlds is randomly listed with a separator, and then the rest weren't. So maybe we can actually clean that. Um, but this should have cleaned that. So I'm a little confused how those slipped through. String replace, pattern replacement pattern. Let's reload my data. So let's see. Distinct tournament. I don't know why this string replace is not working. Um, Let me just make sure I understand string replace properly. We're just gonna say like this here is our string. Sure. And we're gonna say the pattern we're looking for is this. Oh, it might be a regex thing. Uh, okay, I legit do not know why that's not working. Uh, let's see. Is something wrong with my R code question mark? String replace does not seem to be actually replacing all the symbols in my columns. Oh, first occurrence, yeah. String replace all, yes, that actually totally makes sense. Okay. Because it was probably like jujitsu, yeah, would probably had a separator in it. Okay, that totally makes sense. Totally. Okay, so let's try this again. Hey, that's fine. Perfect. Okay, so let's make sure this makes sense again. Okay, so let's see. Gi is European Championship, Pan, Worlds. Worlds, Pans, European, Brazilian nationals. Okay, so that makes sense. Let's check Nogi. Brasilia Simcamono, Campanetto, Europeans, Pans, Worlds, World Jiu-Jitsu Nogi Championship. Okay, cool. It's funny how the names change over the years. Like, World IBJJF Nogi, World Jiu-Jitsu. That's like, yeah, that's funny. That's mad funny. Gonna have to clean that up. Tournament namings are not consistent, but at least our gi nogi looks consistent now. Okay. Let's add a comment here. Fix me. Tournament names are not consistent. We need to account for this, i.e., Worlds has 3 different names. Okay, so here I was joining in my weight class table just to see what that looks like. So we start to get a sense of how much people actually weigh. What did I say? Ultra heavy is just like you weigh whatever the fuck you want. Is the problem there? This should probably be maintained as some type of CSV, to be honest, but we'll see. Okay. So let's start tackling the tournament name issue. Ugh, that's so annoying. Let's see, how much time do I have left? I got like 10 minutes. I could probably do it in 10 minutes, I think. Okay. So DT results. We're gonna say filter to type equals. We're just gonna start with the gi. Distinct tournament. Oh. Okay. So, yep. Okay, so we're gonna use some regex here, I think, or some like statements. We're gonna say, okay, DT results where type equals key. Take the tournament column and say I'm gonna say, I mean, I think it just feels so cringe using the case statement over and over, but it's just so good. Case win. Okay. When tournament like world. Oh. Then we're gonna keep IBJJF first, front and center. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do this for a few different ones. Do pans as well. I gotta figure that out. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Championship. I need to figure out if that's actually nationals or not. So let's figure out if blank is nationals, question mark. DT results. Distinct tournament. So I should be able to like figure out pretty quickly based on name and like timing and stuff. So here, let's do this smart. Brazil nationals, maybe. Because we should be able to see through the dating if these are truly all nationals, Brazilian nationals, just with different names. Because like the dating should never really overlap. And we should just kind of see like the dating change. So, come on. Okay. So, okay. Brazilian national, maybe. So we're going to say filter where tournament is in Brazil nationals, maybe. Okay. Yep. We're gonna say group by and we're gonna select type. We have two age categories. We're gonna have to fix that later. Year. And tournament. And then we're gonna distinct that all. gonna do a quick count. Group by tournament. Summarize. And oh, I need a group by tournament and year. Oh, what's the right way to do this actually? Because I just want to drop the records from the athletes, but I think I actually just need to arrange here. Arrange by type, tournament, year. Timer's up, but I'm kind of cooking, so let's just work for like just another 10 minutes or so. Okay, let's take a look here. So 94, Campanetto. Okay, so the name's super consistent for the gi. Now, this one here, what is that? The name actually did change briefly. So it was Brazilian no-gi. Then it was Campanetto Brasilia Simcomono. In 2012, because had to be something, I guess. Then they changed it to this and then just randomly renamed it in 2016. Okay. Okay, so those are all Brazilian nationals for sure. Okay, so that's good to know. Definitely handle those. Now, Campanetto, Brasilio. So so we should be able to do this. We can say when it's like this. I'm actually going to just rename it to English here. So I'm going to say Brazilian Nationals IBJJ or IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu Championship. Did I spell Brazilian right? Brazilian. Yes. Okay. So that should be fine. And then gonna have to do this for Nogi as well. Tournament names are not consistent. Correcting this issue. Okay. So now, perfect. Brazilian nationals. Okay, now let's take a look at Nogi. Okay. Bruh. Okay, let's just correct. I want my format world IBJJF world IBJJF Nogi championship. Han IBJJF Nogi championship. European IBJJF. So in theory, I don't need this, but you know, if they ever change in the future, it's already there. So, okay. Brazilian Nationals IBJJF Nogi Championship. That's what we're going with. And that would be if it has Campeonato Brazilian National Jiu-Jitsu Nogi Championship. Brasilio, Campeonato Brasilio, Campeonato. Okay, let's try from the top. It all still runs pretty fast, so definitely want to speed up the file ingestion for sure, but and let's see here. NA, what the fuck? I probably need a default still. Default equals otherwise I'm gonna get NAs. Let's run this again. Oh, yeah, because it was turning this into that. Um, and then let's see. Perfect. That's looking super clean now. That's very clean. Um, okay. Okay. Um, let's see. Gender, age, DT. I'll join on age too. Let's see how the data set is looking now. It's looking pretty good, to be honest. Okay. Okay, interesting here. This isn't really looking really nice though. Like very, very nice. So like really I just want to find out my absolute results. And I want to start getting the results or the weight classes of the absolute winners here. So, I just want to check one last thing. But nice. Age is only adult, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so we're gonna say DT absolute results, and that's gonna be DT results where weight class equals absolute. Let's just check distinct. Just make sure rooster, light feather, middle. Nice, perfect. We'll get a glimpse of our absolute results real quick. Columns 12, 1,000 rows. Seems like a lot, to be honest. No, I guess 1,000 rows would probably be about right. The placings are kind of weird, though. Oh, no, that's the placing for the absolute. Right? Nice. So, okay. So let me think here. I want to join. basically want to say, well, we want to start to get the weight classes. I'm going to say dt um, let's actually look up some quick documentation. Data.table joins. Because I only want to pull out a couple specific columns, really. Yep, I know that already. Joining on list ID. Yep. Set key. Name equals X name price. That's awesome. Data.table is so sick. Semi join, left join. Chaining brackets. Mini to mini join. Okay, I'm officially getting tired. Okay, let's wrap up here. Okay, so I want to join on type for sure. Gender. Weight class. Belt. Competitor name. Year. And tournament. Where was that J argument that they were just showing that was really cool? I hadn't seen that before. J X I dot Um. Oh. Uh. Interesting. I actually need to think about this a little bit better. Uh. It's honestly probably easier to just use a helper function or use a helper data frame. DT helper is just going to be DT results, where weight class does not equal absolute, and I'm literally just gonna grab the columns I want, which is basically yeah. Oh, and I need weight as well. Weight and UOM. I need placing. I guess I don't really need their placing as much. Maybe. Actually, I probably do want their placing. That could be interesting. Placing. Weight class or placing weight class equals type. Um, um, uh, what? Oh, I think it's because I think I need to not have these. Yeah. Wow, my editor's mad lagging right now. That's cringe. Well, it's even more cringe that I'm not just doing this. Okay, let's see. DT absolute results. Okay, I clearly don't understand the J argument. Is the I don't know what the J argument does. Let's see. Oh, it's just literally selecting all the columns. Ugh, it's so cringe. But whatever. I think let's use this to reorder things a little bit. We'll do like year, tournament, type, weight class, gender, belt, competitor name, weight will equal I dot weight. UOM equals I dot UOM. Placing. Placing weight division. Academy name. Type, gender, weight class, belt, competitor name, year, tournament, weight, UM, placing. I need age. Probably like here. Something like this, I think. Um, Well, some shit's definitely not working there. I guess I is considered the results, the absolute table. Um, let's see. Type. Did that fix it? No. I still don't know what's going on there. So I don't know how to use J. Clearly. Fix me. I really don't know how to use the data.table J argument. Let's learn this next time. Alright. Well, I did a decent amount today, but definitely time to call it quits because I need to go to sleep. But anybody who was studying with me or working with me or whatever, thanks for coming along. And I'll catch you next time.